Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
Speaking out, breaking news right now. Bullets fly into Detroit's west side, striking a police officer who's now fighting for his life. In the meantime, Police Chief James Craig just updated the investigation. That story, of course, topping our news at noon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Evrod Cassimy. That shooting happened late last night at Joy Road near Wyoming Street. And this is video from the very active scene last night. The officer who was shot is now in critical condition at a hospital in Dearborn. Police saying that the man who shot him was killed when officers returned fire. Let's turn things over to our Rod Maloney. He's following the story for us this afternoon. And Rod, I understand that the police chief, James Craig, just updated the investigation. And now, what is he saying at the conference?
Well, what he's saying is this was random. And in fact, this is one of the more somber press conferences I can remember. In fact, it was not only the police chief, but the mayor, Mayor Mike Duggan, had a news conference. And they were so somber in their presentation, you could almost not hear them. They were so sad talking about this officer, a 14-year veteran who's been shot. You can see some of the officers here behind me, and in fact, I believe that's the mayor back there leaving after having visited with the officer upstairs. As you said, he's in critical condition, and he is deteriorating, at least is what his doctor told us in this briefing just a few minutes ago. We're going to identify the shooter. We have sources telling us that the person who was the alleged shooter, who has died in this altercation with police, is a James Edward Ray, 46 years old, who apparently was living in the same apartment building that police were going to see on Joy Road, the 10,000 block of Joy Road. But he was not involved in the original assault and battery that brought police officers there in the first place. The officers were trying to get into the building. The door was supposed to be propped open for them, but it was an apartment building and a door locked, and so they were unable to get inside. And the chief then picks up the story from there as this man apparently left his apartment loading a handgun, a .380 nickel-plated handgun, and met the officers at the door.
The suspect, his arm was extended, and the officers responded. The officer that was shot fired several rounds from his department-issued weapon, and simultaneously both the officer and the suspect fell to the ground.
Now, Mayor Mike Duggan also spoke at the news conference. He was saying he was impressed by the officers' reaction. He said that they did the right thing, but the other problem was that this was a random act, that this person who came to the door with a gun drawn was not expected, and they didn't see that coming. The police officer being shot in the forehead. It was the partner of the 14-year veteran who actually shot and killed. They both returned fire, but the younger officer, who was just 6 months out of the academy, shot the person dead, and then dragged his partner out of the building. And because there was an EMS unit with them as they were responding to this assault and battery, the EMT officers worked on the officer who had been shot and brought him here to Oakwood Beaumont in Dearborn. There is so much more that goes with this case, and we'll certainly be following up on it on Local 4 News at 4, 5, and 6. Evrod, back to you.
This is just so heartbreaking. The department having dealt with a lot in the past 8 months alone. Do we know the officer's name, Rod, and do we know if his condition is improving? This happened just before 11 o'clock last night.
Right. Well, and the police department has decided that they don't want to release his name just yet. And so they are not confirming a name for us. One of the things that we did discover this morning, however, was that the man who was shot and killed, the James Edward Ray, had a friend of his who was going to bring him to work this morning, and that person who was coming to pick him up was quite surprised to hear that his friend, who he was going to bring to work, was involved in the shooting. He had died, was not going to be going to work. We'll hear from him later. So reporting live from Dearborn, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Such a very sad situation. Our thoughts, of course, with the officer. Our prayers with him as well, and the entire department, as well as this officer's family. And we're hoping for a full recovery. Rod, thank you. Right now, we want to get to even more breaking news this afternoon, this time out of Dearborn. That's where the Regent Court has been evacuated due to a suspicious package. The high-rise building, part of automaker Ford's campus. Dearborn police at the Region Court right now investigating. We'll bring you more information as it becomes available. And we're following more breaking news from here in Detroit now, as accused serial rapist Ike Smith has pled guilty to all charges. Smith faced nearly 3 dozen charges in 9 separate cases across Allen Park, Dearborn, Inkster, Garden City, and Redford Township. We're going to have more information, more updates throughout the day here on the air and on clickondetroit.com. Well, turning our attention to the forecast now, man, it has been kind of dreary, cloudy for a good part of the morning so far. Paul, and you are saying that we're expecting rain for a good part of the week.
Well, yeah, and today, though, we're going to have a bit of a break coming in. In fact, the tarp is still on the field here at Comerica Park, but I think we're going to be able to get that off in the next hour or so. Temperature is plenty mild. Look at this. We're at or above 60 in many locations. Now, notice the wind. Most areas, the wind is very light, but look at this. At Adrian, now we're at 20 miles per hour, so the wind from the west is starting to come on in. Now, let's talk about radar, first of all, and you can see the splotchy, still patches of light rain, mostly a couple of downpours in some spots. This is generally east of I-75 here, and it's going to gradually make its way eastward through the afternoon. And now here's more of that experimental satellite imagery from the new GOES 16 satellite. Let me just draw in Michigan here just so you can kind of see where we are. I'm kind of lame as an artist here, but there's Michigan, and you can see right here very clearly, this is real high-resolution stuff. You can see this clearing that's going to be moving on in. The actual low is way back here, and so it's just that big circulation. You can see that, this big, impressive circulation. So this dry slot comes in with some sun. The wind picks up, but then more unsettled air comes on in for the end of the afternoon. So you can see that reflected here. We get into the sunshine, it gets windy, and then we have scattered showers developing later this afternoon. Temperatures initially mid-60s, then falling. I'll be back with that forecast for the week ahead in just a bit, but don't forget, you can always go to clickondetroit.com and get your 4-zone forecast. Just go to the weather page and click on the 4-zone tab, and you can get it all right there for you. I'll be back in just a few, Evrod.
All righty, Paul, thank you. New at noon, the search continues for a pair of home invaders who struck early Sunday in Northfield Township. Police saying that the masked pair broke into a home on 5 Mile Road near Bradner shortly after 5 a.m. on Sunday. The pair fired shots and assaulted one person in the home and then got away with jewelry and 2 cars. One of the cars was spotted on the Jeffries Freeway in Livonia, but the driver escaped a police pursuit. It was later found in Detroit. The home invaders, though, they did get away. And a husband and wife are both in critical condition after a vicious pit bull attack last night in Roseville. Police who were called to a house on Normal Street found a badly bleeding 52-year-old woman outside of the home. Her 51-year-old husband was inside the home with what police called horrific bites to his face and arms. Officers had to use a taser to subdue a pit bull owned by the couple's son before they could remove the victim from the home. Pretty sad. A Wayne State Sheriff's deputy appeared in court today after being charged in connection with a deadly car crash. 36-year-old John Das, who's pictured here, is charged with reckless driving causing death after he hit a 56-year-old man in October of last year. Today, Das was in court for his arraignment. If convicted, he could face up to 15 years in prison. Well, today is May Day, and around the world, thousands are protesting. May Day is also known as International Workers' Day, and every year it's the day thousands protest for labor unions all across the globe. Right now we're looking at Greece and Russia, but we do want to start with what's going on there in Paris. That's where May Day protests have turned violent. Several protesters and at least one police officer have already been injured during today's march. This year's protests are extra emotional because of the ongoing controversy regarding the country's upcoming presidential election. Meanwhile, in Greece, the May Day protests there are a bit more peaceful. The largest gathering in the country is taking place in Athens, where nearly 1,000 people are gathering to protest lower living standards and high unemployment rates. And finally, we look to Russia, where the protests are more of a celebration there. This is the May Day March going on in Red Square in Russia. The march is filled with music, balloons, and banners as political leaders speak at rallies throughout the day. Here at home, though, a May Day March is expected to happen this afternoon, where more than 50 social justice organizations and unions are expected to gather downtown. This would be at 5 p.m. for a May Day March. The organizers say the groups will meet at Grand Circus Park on Woodward before protesting President Trump, defending minority communities, and working to expand sanctuaries for those that need it. Big changes are underway now here in Southwest Detroit as the city has started demolishing a former animal control building. After the demolition is complete, the 3-acre site will become part of Riverside Park, which is undergoing renovations to turn it into a marquee waterfront area for residents of Southwest Detroit. All right, still to come here on Local 4 News at noon. Troubling report. The scope of sexual assaults on students by other students across the United States is larger than originally thought. We'll have that shocking number for you coming up. Plus, progress on Capitol Hill. A critical budget deal has just been reached after weeks of tense negotiations. We'll tell you what the bill includes. And we do want to keep you updated now at noon on the latest regarding a Detroit police officer who was shot last night. The officer is in critical condition at a hospital in Dearborn, and we just heard from Police Chief James Craig, who said the shooter, 46-year-old James Edward Ray, was killed when officers returned fire. Of course, we're monitoring the officer's condition. We'll keep you updated as we get more details. We're also following the latest from accused serial rapist Ike Smith, who's pleaded guilty to all charges. Smith faced nearly 3 dozen charges in 9 separate cases all across Allen Park, Dearborn, Inkster, Garden City, and Redford Township. We'll have updates on this story as well all day on the air and on clickondetroit.com. And also breaking in Dearborn as we give you a live look from Sky 4, where Regent Court has been evacuated because of a suspicious package. This is a high-rise building. It's part of automaker Ford's campus. Dearborn police are there right now investigating, and we'll keep our eye on this one for you as well. We're back in a minute.
Our client.
Welcome back. And now we turn to Washington, where a critical budget deal has just been reached after weeks of tense negotiations. Overnight, Congress reached a tentative funding deal to avoid a government shutdown. The agreement coming together after President Trump dropped his demand that spending for the border wall be included. The bill will include billions in defense spending and border security, but none of that money goes to funding a border wall or hiring ICE agents. Congress is expected to vote on the package sometime this week. And amid heightened tensions on the Korean Peninsula, the CIA director Mike Pompeo has made an unannounced visit to South Korea. The visit comes after North Korea conducted another missile test over the weekend. The U.S. military says that they detected that launch very early in the morning local time on Saturday. President Trump is downplaying that launch and reiterating that he will not rule out the use of force against North Korea. Here's some pretty alarming numbers. An investigation by the Associated Press has exposed the scope of sexual assaults on students by other students across the United States. The AP uncovered about 17,000 reports of sexual assaults of students from the years 2011 to 2015. The investigation found many attacks go unreported. While sexual assaults of students by teachers have provoked outrage, the study found that for every one adult on child sexual attack, there were, get this, 7 assaults by students. And no type of school from suburbs to inner cities was immune to this problem. Very, very alarming numbers. All right, we've got more news to come right after this. You're watching Local 4 News at noon.
Yeah, a lot of damage down south from those severe storms. And as far as the satellite radar is concerned right now, big swirl means big storm. But what about us? Well, we have a lot of changes coming, and I'll break it all down for you just ahead.
All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm in the Weather Center now with meteorologist Paul Gross. As you take a look at the video behind me, hundreds of thousands all across the Midwest and the South are facing and dealing with this massive devastation after a weekend of severe weather. The video, you can see it's got heavy flooding and tornado damage that has even taken more than a dozen lives, leaving many people homeless.
That's right. Jim Gray joins us now from one of the hardest hit areas in Missouri.
You know, this is the kind of devastation so many are dealing with across the strike zone right now. 16 states this weekend affected by storms, wind and water. Here it was those floodwaters pushing a building off its foundation and pulling it apart. In Texas, they dealt with tornadoes, at least 4 that ripped through Van Zandt County, just east of Dallas. At least 4 people dead there, and we now know more than a dozen killed during the storms through the weekend.
It was the scariest thing, literally, that I believe I've ever experienced in my entire life.
And a big concern, more weather could be on the way. We're getting some spitting rain here, and you can see behind me the cloud line here. It continues to move through. So while they come out try to clean up and clear away what they can here. They've got to keep an eye toward the sky, and that's the case across the region as these storms continue to move through and cause problems. A lot of people affected here, more throughout the next couple of days as this system continues to move toward the north and east. That's the very latest right now in southern Missouri. I'm Jay Gray, NBC News.
And that severe area has now pushed east. And look at the severe weather risk area for today, extending through a lot of big cities. This is an enhanced risk right here from Buffalo all the way down through places like Pittsburgh, Washington, down into parts of Virginia there, Roanoke. So this is going to be a bit of a mess later on today as that whole process plays out east of us. But we're not going to get into that. So we're really going to luck out here. All right, temperatures right now. Take a look. Romeo, you're at 61 degrees, 61 in Emmett. Same thing at Port Huron. Even 60 way up in the far northern part of our area, Sandusky and Marlette, Novi, Livonia, you're in the low 60s. But notice as you head further west, we have some 64s showing up here, 65 at Durand. The reason, well, they've gotten the sunshine first out that way. So we're going to see a bit of a pop in temperatures early this afternoon as that sun comes in. 60, the official number at Metro. Grosse Ile, you're at 56, 62 at Dundee, and 63 right now over in Manchester. So let's move along and show you the big swirl. Here's the big storm here, and you can see this counterclockwise circulation, very common with low pressure, pulling the moisture northward. But notice this whole area is also translating eastward. So we're just gradually getting out of the shower activity. There's still a few scattered showers in the area, but those are going to pretty much move out over the next hour to 90 minutes or so. And you can see now that little wedge of sunshine coming in. There's actually more than what it looks like on this particular type of satellite. So the sun comes in. That's going to start kicking up some wind, and it's also, as I mentioned, going to bump our temperatures. But then as cold air aloft comes in behind the system, we're going to get more unstable. So late in the afternoon, scattered showers are going to pop up, and that could plague some of you if you have early evening outdoor plans. But the activity looks like it's going to diminish a bit as we move through the night. And then another batch comes in right in time for tomorrow morning's rush hour. You know, wet rush hour, you know what that is. It's a slow rush hour, so that's not good news. The good news, though, is that we do tend to diminish the activity again during the day tomorrow, just some scattered showers. But tomorrow's going to be a whole different day than today. Breezy and just raw. The highs are only going to make it to the low 50s. So this afternoon, as I mentioned, we're going to get the sunshine early, but then the clouds roll back in later with the scattered showers. Highs will be early this afternoon in the mid-60s, maybe upper in some spots, and then we start falling off. And beyond that 6 o'clock temperature, well, we have the Tiger game tonight at Comerica Park. It is going to be windy, small shower chance, temperatures falling through the 50s, so dress warm. And then the rest of the week, well, yeah, it's going to be unsettled. In fact, Cinco de Mayo doesn't look very good. And look at this. These highs, all of these highs, the entire week are all below the average high of 65. So we have a cool first week of May, Evrod.
All righty, Paul, thank you. All right, still to come here on Local 4 News at noon. Big shoes to fill. A group of men gathered to support sexual assault survivors. We'll tell you what they did in solidarity. That's coming up next.
Replay song.
All right, so you might find this interesting as dozens of men stepped into some pumps over the weekend. And you know what we mean by pumps?
I hope they do, yeah. The men switched out their shoes to walk for a very good cause.
Yeah, it's a good cause indeed. Take a look. They are wearing pumps. What are those, like 6 inches? The annual Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event was held at the University Center. This is in Alaska. It was on Saturday. Many men participated, including Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. They were raising money, though, and awareness of sexual violence.
What a great event. Organizers said they hope to raise at least $15,000 from the event, with the money going to benefit various rape and crisis intervention groups. The event was definitely a step in the right direction.
Did you make that up yourself?
No, it was in the prompter. I'm not that smart. I'm not that clever.
Very good, but all for a good cause. Thanks for joining us for Local 4 News, everybody. We hope to see you again at 4 o'clock, first at 4.